I'm from north of Italy, province of Cuneo, and the region is Piedmont area. And my little town is near Alba, about 30 kilometers or so. It's a hilly town from a hilly side, and it's a town, a rural town, like rural. They had a lot of ranches, and they grew just about everything. My daddy had a little ranch, and his biggest crop was wheat, and then he had corn, chestnuts, which we went and picked also, and was hard on our hands to pick the chestnuts. And then we have potato, we have, did I say corn? Yeah, just about a little, some grape. He had grape, and he grew a little bit of Barbera and one called Dolcetto, which is more table wine. And that's all. He had a little bit of everything, like a family farm. Oh, Aldo. He was a wonderful man. Very, as soon as I see him, I said, oh, those beautiful eyes, very sincere. I could tell right away when I met him. And then, of course, I find out that he was a very hard working man. Very, very hard. As I'm going on, Aldo was without his daddy at 13 years old. So at 13, he became a man because he had nobody, only him. He had no brothers or sisters. And but when I met him in Italy, I met him, like I said, like a person that I see all the time, and said, oh, yeah, maybe it might be the one, the one that, so, yeah. In 53, that's when they came to Italy, him and his mother, after the war. They had all his parents, and not his parents, his relation in Italy. Up there, they were all near Genoa. And they really didn't have too many news because during the war, you can't phone, you lose a lot of letters, which they lost many of my letter when I wrote back to him. Anyway, so, and he said, Mom, why don't we go to Italy and meet our uncle and aunt and cousin? Because he had nobody here, really. He had one uncle, his father's brother. And then he had a boy and a girl. But beside that, and there in Italy, he had, his father came also for a big, big family, 10 of them. And so he went there they came for 3 months. They came in May, and then they left in August. They left in August. And and then you say how I met him, right? So one Sunday, the town over there, that small town, and they meet each other, especially on the summertime. There is also some kind of a feast. Today is a feast of Sant'Anna, for instance, another is St. Joseph or whatever. So with myself, another girl my age, we went with the bike, say, oh, let's go to so-and-so town. It wasn't not too far from my town. And Aldo happened to be there with his cousin in that town because it was the feast of, I forgot, not Sant'Anna, some kind of a feast. And well, we met just like that. And then pretty soon one word after another one Sunday after another one. And then he took me here. That's the story, really. Leaving your native town, it's always hard. And on those days, especially, people didn't travel like they do now. And used to think to go to America, in back of your mind you say, well, I probably never going to come back to my town, because you never see, hardly see people coming from America to see people, to went and see their relation in Italy, because I understood that was also a big, what is it, after the war, what did they had? The, now the words, depression, right, they had the depression, so it was hard to go back to Italy. And so that alone, it was hard to think that, oh, now I wonder when I come back. Not unfortunately, but fortunately, after 5 years, my mother came and see me. And in town, one lady told her, oh, Cecilia, my mom's name was Cecilia. If I was me, I would not go to America for nothing. Like saying, you know where America is? And my mother said, but you know, Josephine, if you had a girl in America, I bet you would go too. And she started laughing. And sure enough, and of course, having my mom here after 5 years, see my children, it was everything. Because then finally, after 10 years, I went to Italy. But in the meantime, we built our own home, and we had 3 children, and you know, it was, but we made it, and we went, and it was the biggest present that I ever had in my life. Yeah. Aldo noticed that the ranch didn't make much. The prunes were sold very, very reasonable, and his mother with the eggs and with, well, okay, make it go a little bit. But one day he told his mom, because they were allowed 200 gallons of wine per family. But you know, it was only 2 of them. And so, especially the farmer, the people that came and helped Aldo, they say, instead pay me, give me a jug of wine. But because then between themselves on the ranch, but then when they start calling to the phone, and the phone, because every Friday, I gotta go back, every Friday they call, the customer called to put the order on, you know, because they knew that every Friday night Aldo and Mom went and delivered the eggs. And and they had a party line. The phone had 4 people on the line, 4 families. And those 4 families, they were all Italian. So you can imagine, they had to be very careful. In fact, the first night that I came in this country, my husband told me that. He said, be careful now, we have a line. The telephone was ringing. I said, why they don't pick it up? Then he told me, he said, well, we have four lines. And what is this line? There are 4 people. And so, when they order, they say, order one black chicken, or order 10 black chicken, or whatever. So that was the words, instead of saying, bring me a jug of wine, said, bring me a black chicken. On Wednesday night it was. And because you talk so many things, you talk, and then he said, okay, tomorrow night is Thursday, and there is school. On Tuesday and Thursday they had, in Napa, they had the school for immigrants, like me, for study English. He said, well, tomorrow is Thursday, you just come home today, we better skip it. But next Tuesday, remember, from 7 to 9 in the evening, we gotta go to school. And so, of course, he told me a lot of things, but, I can, and this black chicken thing, he did not tell me. So on Friday, the phone rang, and I still remember who was there on that phone. He said, tell Aldo to bring me 2 dozen of eggs and one black chicken. I said to myself, black chicken? And I said, black chicken, why are you talking, Tony? And all in Italian. And he was a Genovese, that fella. He used to come and help Aldo on the ranch. And he said, never mind, with a strong voice, he said, never mind, just tell Aldo what I said. And I said, I don't know, maybe I say something that I offended him. The way he answered me back, I said, I must have offended him. Because I didn't speak real Genovese, I speak my Piemontese to him. They were similar, but still different. So anyway, when Aldo came home from work, I started laughing before I could talk. He said, well, what's the matter? What happened today? It was only 2 days that I was here. And he said, I told him, I said, so-and-so, he ordered, first thing I told him, the people that called for the order, And he said, in this particular, his name is Tony. He said, oh, Tony told me that he wants 2 dozen of chicken, but he also want a black chicken. I said, well, what is this black chicken? Your mother didn't know any black chicken. And he laughed and he laughed. He said, well, he wanted a jug of wine. Oh, then I started laughing myself with him. And that's how I would stick with the black chicken. That's how it is. And we still make black chicken, yes.